What if I told you there are creatures on Earth so alien, they defy everything we thought we knew about life? Down, far beyond the reach of the sun, lies a realm of perpetual twilight and crushing blackness. It is a world that covers more than half of our planet, yet we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about these immense hidden depths. Here the rules of life as we understand them on the surface are completely rewritten. It is a place of extremes, where survival demands the most extraordinary of adaptations. Imagine a world where light is created from within, a silent, cold ballet of bioluminescence against an endless backdrop of night. Survival here means adapting to unimaginable pressures so immense they would crush a car as if it were a tin can. Food is scarce, and the hunt for a meal is a constant life-or-death struggle. The inhabitants of this world have evolved in ways that are both bizarre and beautiful, crafting solutions to problems we can barely comprehend. They are the true pioneers of our planet, living on the very edge of possibility. Now, with our latest technology, we are finally able to pull back the curtain on this mysterious domain. Get ready to dive with us deeper than ever before, into the abyss. We will journey thousands of meters below the waves to uncover the ocean's most mysterious deep-sea inhabitants. Prepare to meet creatures of nightmare and of wonder. You won't believe what's lurking down there in the last great wilderness on Earth. Our journey begins in search of a legend, a creature of myth and mystery that has haunted sailors' tales for centuries, the giant squid. For so long, our only evidence of its existence were the colossal sucker marks scarred onto the bodies of sperm whales, its only known predator. Growing to lengths of over 40 feet, it is a true titan of the deep. Its eyes, the largest in the animal kingdom, the size of dinner plates, are built to capture the faintest glimmers of bioluminescent light in the profound darkness it calls home. It is a solitary hunter, a ghost of the abyss, rarely, if ever, seen alive in its natural habitat. To witness one is a monumental event, a fleeting glimpse into a life we know almost nothing about. How does it hunt? How does it reproduce? These fundamental questions remain largely unanswered. Each fragment of footage, each recovered specimen, is a precious piece of an immense puzzle. This intelligent, powerful invertebrate moves with an eerie grace, its two long feeding tentacles ready to snatch prey from the darkness with astonishing speed. The giant squid is a powerful reminder of how much of our own planet remains an unexplored, untamed frontier, holding secrets we have only just begun to unravel. As we descend further, into the midnight zone where no sunlight can penetrate, we encounter a master of ambush, the anglerfish. It is a face that could feature in a nightmare, all gaping mouth and needle-sharp translucent teeth, but its most remarkable feature is the one it uses to make a living in this barren world. Protruding from its head is a fleshy, rod-like appendage, the esca, which acts as a fishing lure. At its tip, a colony of symbiotic bacteria creates a cold, blue-green light. A solitary beacon in the oppressive blackness, irresistible to smaller, unsuspecting fish. It is a perfectly evolved trap. The anglerfish itself remains perfectly still, a dark, motionless shadow, conserving every ounce of precious energy. It simply waits, dangling its promise of light in the void. When a curious creature ventures too close to investigate the phantom glow, the angler's enormous jaws snap shut with incredible speed. The prey has no chance of escape. In a world defined by darkness and scarcity, the anglerfish has become the creator of its own deadly dawn, a testament to the strange and brutal ingenuity of deep-sea evolution. Here, in the crushing pressures over 1,000 meters down, we find a creature that seems to have swum right out of prehistory, the goblin shark. Its appearance is startlingly unique, unlike any other shark we know, with its flabby pinkish skin, a long blade-like snout, and a gaze that seems ancient and unknowing. It is truly a living fossil. For most of its life, it patrols the deep-sea floor, appearing almost sluggish and unassuming. But this placid appearance hides a truly extraordinary and rather gruesome feeding mechanism, one of the most dramatic in the entire ocean. When prey, perhaps a deep-sea fish or a squid, is detected by the thousands of tiny electroreceptors on its long snout, the goblin shark reveals its secret weapon. In a fraction of a second, its entire jaw structure catapults forward from its skull, extending to snatch the victim in a terrifying cage of nail-like teeth. This remarkable adaptation, known as slingshot feeding, allows it to catch agile prey despite its own seemingly slow nature. Seeing it in action is like watching a biological catapult, a primitive yet brutally effective tool for survival in the deep. Not all deep-sea inhabitants are fearsome predators. Some are, masters of defense and illusion. Meet the vampire squid. Its name is wonderfully dramatic, but honestly, quite misleading. It is not a true squid, nor is it a vampire. It doesn't drink blood. The vampire squid resides in the oxygen minimum zone, which is this really hostile environment where, few other complex animals can survive. Its velvety black and red cloak is actually a web of skin connecting its 8 arms, and it can wrap this cloak around itself like a protective shield. When threatened, it doesn't squirt ink like other cephalopods, a useless gesture in the permanent darkness. Instead, the vampire squid has a far more spectacular defense. The tips of its arms glow with an eerie light, creating a confusing display for any potential predator. And, for its ultimate escape, it can release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus, a sticky, glowing web of light that can dazzle and confuse an attacker for many minutes while the squid itself vanishes into the black. It is a scavenger, feeding on the marine snow, which is the constant drift of organic detritus from the waters above. It survives not by aggression, but by quiet, ghostly elegance and a mastery of light and shadow. In the perpetual night of the bathyal zone, the hunt is a deadly serious business. And here, one predator has an almost unfair advantage: the deep-sea dragonfish. It is a creature of pure menace, long and slender, with a disproportionately large head, filled with fang-like teeth. Like the anglerfish, it has a bioluminescent lure, a barbel that dangles from its chin to attract its prey. But the dragonfish has another far more sophisticated trick up its sleeve. It is one of the very few creatures on Earth that can produce not only blue light, but also red light. Most deep-sea animals have evolved to see only blue light, the most common wavelength of bioluminescence in the ocean. They are completely blind to red. The dragonfish, however, has special photophores near its eyes that act like infrared searchlights. It can cast a beam of red light forward, illuminating its unsuspecting victims without them ever knowing they are being watched. It is the ultimate stealth hunter, equipped with its own private spotlight in a world of blue. For its prey, the dragonfish is an invisible monster, striking from a darkness it cannot possibly perceive. Life in the deep is not always a solitary affair. Near hydrothermal vents where superheated, mineral-rich water erupts from the sea floor, entire ecosystems thrive in defiance of the darkness. And here we find one of the strangest of all crustaceans, the Yeti crab. Discovered only recently, this crab gets its name from the dense mats of silky, hair-like setae that cover its large pincers, giving it a fuzzy, Yeti-like appearance. But these hairs are not for warmth or show. They are, in fact, a garden. The Yeti crab lives in a symbiotic relationship with colonies of chemosynthetic bacteria that grow upon its pincers. It is often seen waving its claws back and forth in the mineral-rich plumes from the vents. This action is thought to farm the bacteria, providing them with the steady flow of nutrients they need to grow. In turn, the crab uses specialized, comb-like mouthparts to harvest and eat its own bacterial crop. It is a farmer at the bottom of the ocean, cultivating its own food source in one of the most extreme environments on the planet. Our final encounter takes us to the abyssal plains, nearly 4,000 meters down, and here, we find a creature that defies the monstrous stereotype of the deep: the Dumbo octopus. Named for the 2 prominent ear-like fins that protrude from the sides of its head, it bears a charming resemblance to the famous cartoon elephant. These fins are not just for show. By flapping them with a gentle rhythmic grace, the octopus propels itself through the water, looking more like it's flying than swimming. It is a delightful and unexpected sight in this crushing cold world. This small, gentle creature is the deepest living of all known octopuses, capable of surviving at depths where the pressure exceeds 400 times that at the surface. Unlike its shallow water relatives, it doesn't have an ink sac. There's no need for one where there is no light to hide from. It hovers just above the seabed, using its webbed arms to envelop small crustaceans and worms, swallowing them whole. The Dumbo octopus is a heartwarming symbol of life's tenacity, proving that even in the most inhospitable corners of our planet, you can still find moments of undeniable charm and gentle beauty. Our dive is over, and we must return to the sunlit world, but the creatures we have met are just a tiny fraction of the life that flourishes in the dark. Think you've seen it all? Think again. The deep sea is full of surprises, and we've only scratched the surface. This vast, hidden kingdom makes up over 95% of the living space on our planet, and yet the majority of it remains completely unexplored. It is the true heart of our world, a place of profound mystery, unimaginable pressure, and breathtaking alien beauty. These inhabitants of the abyss, the ghostly squid, the glowing angler, the ancient shark, challenge our very definition of life and adaptation. They are a testament to the boundless creativity of evolution, which, in the absence of light and warmth, has forged beings of incredible strangeness and wonder. Every new dive, every new discovery, brings with it more questions than answers, reminding us that we are still strangers on our own planet. The next great age of discovery may not be in the stars, but in the deep dark waters below. The ocean's depths hold secrets we are just beginning to understand. Which of these mysterious creatures amazed you the most? Was it the prehistoric goblin shark or the enchanting Dumbo octopus? Let us know in the comments below, and if you wish to join us on more expeditions into the unknown, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible discoveries. There is so much more to see.